been a crazy day, but we got lots of work done. Our caterpillars finally showed up. His wheel fell off. Good morning, it is Thursday. Yay, I'm so excited. I need to get to this week. It's been one busy, crazy week. I mean, it's been a good week though. I would say, like, this is probably one of the best weeks we had in a while in the classroom, but I'm just exhausted. And as you can tell, like, clothing-wise, I'm not trying very hard anymore. I'm just tired. I'm just exhausted. But I think we're down to, what, 6 weeks left? That is amazing and scary at the same time. So, and Rudy was funny because Rudy was talking to his boss, which is actually one of his friends, like, went to school together and everything. So he was talking to his boss about, I guess they were gonna come down and help work on some stuff at the house. And he was like, well, you don't have to help about the basement anymore because they've already done that. So she's like, oh, that stinks. Her husband actually is a plumber, so he was asking, like, there's a couple of things that we still want done, like, is that something he can do? So, you know, Rudy talked to them about it and everything. So then they said, yeah, that'd be great, that we can probably do that, you know, how about the Memorial weekend? And so Rudy's like, yeah, we'll be there by then. And I'm like, no, we won't. He was like, yeah, you get out on the 22nd. And I'm like, no, I get out on the 24th. So, like, we probably won't, I mean, we might, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna be there that weekend. Like, that's like right after school. That's how I go all the way to that Friday of the 24th of May. I don't think so. So I don't know. I don't know when we're even planning the move at this point. So it's crazy. Today is Thursday, so we have art in the morning, and then the rest of the day. I also have PE in the afternoon, which is wonderful. But I need to get stuff planned for that time so I can make copies and everything. But for their interactive notebook today, we're still working the IE, IG8 sounds. So they are picking 3 words, putting them up here, and writing a story about it. This is one of my favorite ones. And we are working still on, that's all math, right? So we're working on butterflies. I don't think we'll do our close read today. I think we're just gonna jump right into this bad boy right here. It is a book. I don't know where the book came from. So they have this book, and the pages are stapled together, but I'll just have them. But I'll show them how to cut it too, because you'll need to cut out along the whole square. And there's a little spot here where they have to leave so that I can staple it. So they'll have the butterfly, then they'll have some like parts that they have to do for each one. And then for math, they're making their numbers. So they'll look at the number, they'll do that on the 100 grid, then write it in expanded form. For their interactive notebook, they're doing subtracting tens, similar to the few days ago. And then they're gonna put the number of tens that they're taking away and put them up there. And then down here, they write them in expanded form. Then we are doing they're adding larger numbers. So we're getting into things like that. That'll be their small groups, and that's my lower level, that's my on level. This is my above level. We have a game that we'll be playing, and it's basically the same thing. They have their cupcakes, and so they have a top and a bottom of a cupcake. So you turn them all upside down. The kids will like pick a bottom, pick a top, and then they add 45 plus 3, and then they gotta tell what the answer is. And then they get to keep the card, they keep them if they get it correct. But I'm gonna go ahead and get to getting some stuff done, and I'm gonna eat my breakfast. It has been a crazy day, but we got lots of work done. It's been crazy, crazy, crazy. And Right now we're housing a 3rd grade student because the 3rd graders went on a field trip and the student didn't turn in their permission slips. So I'm housing the student for the time while they're gone. So they should be back pretty soon, but it's pretty nice though, because sometimes the students can be helpful having them in here. But it did change the dynamics a little bit, and the kids are kind of like not really sure how to act. And so there was one point where they're acting like a bunch of lunatics. So I'm just like, just go sit at your desk with your heads down. Like seriously, I don't know what you guys are doing right now. They did better, and we came back like that was right before lunchtime, which they might have been kind of antsy too, because we don't go out to recess during the morning time, because we have PE in the afternoon, so they will only get one or the other. So but when they come back, because right now they're at PE right now, they'll be back in about 14 minutes, and I'm loving it. It's quiet. But I went and made some copies. I made copies actually of the Easter egg hunt recording sheet, because we're gonna do that next Friday, and so I'm trying to get the stuff ready for that. I just put I actually finished putting all of the eggs with the pieces, with the parts inside of it. I did some 2-digit addition, or 2 single-digit addition, some 3 single-digit addition. That's really hard to say. So I did those today, so just so that, or that's why I put it in there, so they kind of mix. I worked so hard on that butterfly unit yesterday. I haven't done any of the close reads yet, or any of the questions, but I did set up a lot of the diagrams and the little pieces, like the little, what do you want to call them, like the cut and paste type things for the kids to do. I did put a lot to that together, so that took a lot of time yesterday, which I almost forgot to post my video, and so I had to do it this morning. I had to post the vlog for today, because I totally forgot about it. I had it all done and everything, and I was just like working away on that thing, and I was having such a good time, because I love designing stuff. Like, I love doing stuff for Teacher Pay Teachers, because I really do like doing that. That's why I like doing vlogging so much, because I love editing. I have a lot of fun doing it. And I like coming up with the ideas, and like, that's what I was doing, and I just couldn't stop. I just kept going, and it was like after 9 o'clock, and then finally I was like, I gotta stop, because I'll be doing this forever. Like, I will seriously sit here. I mean, because I did some really cool stuff. I'm really liking the way this one's coming out, which now makes me want to go back and redo my shark unit to add some new stuff into it, just to have a little more, like, to make it a little more neat. So, I don't know, we'll see. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, I never posted my video. So, lucky enough we have fiber internet, so it posts like in 10 minutes. So I just like uploaded it super fast, and I got all the description and all that stuff done. I actually didn't even do my thumbnail for it or anything, so I got that done. And it was just, I was like a race to get it all done. But we are going to, when they get back, we will finish up. We're going to start math, which I'm going to have them work with partners on it, because I think that work is not going to be that hard for them. So I'll just review how we do it, and then let them go off and do it with their partner. And then we'll do our math centers, which I'm hoping will be okay. I mean, they're all back today, and they're a little wild, so I'm hoping that the stuff gets, and my student that has the behavior issue is acting up today, so I'm hoping that that doesn't cause a problem today. So I just got to get through the next, what, hour and 30 minutes or something. So hour and 40 minutes. Yeah, I guess it's an hour and 40 minutes. When they come back, it'll be an hour and 30 minutes. So we got some exciting news, or not news, but exciting stuff. Our caterpillars finally showed up. Yeah. So that's awesome. I'm so excited they're here. It's like we have 5, which is weird because usually we have 6, but I don't know. So those will be going. I'll set those right there. Hopefully the kids won't bother them. My class last year did okay with them, and they were kind of a rough class, so I think this class will be okay. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. It's getting from staff meeting, and it's like 3:40, and so I'm heading home. The afternoon did not get any better, but what can you do, really? So I notified the parent and told them, you know, what was going on, and that was about it. That's all I can do. So I'm gonna head home though. I'm so excited that the caterpillars came. Good morning. Friday. That's right. Friday. And I'm wearing my "Y'all Gonna Make Me Lose My Mind" up in here t-shirt that I got from a student last year. I generally don't wear this one, and I don't really know why. I don't know, but I felt it was like really appropriate. Because they are gonna make me lose my mind up in here. I am exhausted, and so I went to Starbucks this morning, and I'll tell you a story on the way back. So I went to Starbucks this morning. I had to get a caramel macchiato. Normally I just get a nice coffee with creamer and toffee nut syrup in it. If you're ever wondering what my coffee order is, that's what I usually get. But I was like, I need a nice caramel macchiato. So I got a nice caramel macchiato. Then on my way back, I'm driving down, and I like see this truck off to the side and a tire like up on the curb. And so I'm like, well, that's weird, you know? Oh, he must got a flat tire is what I'm assuming. And he's fixing it. As I'm getting closer to it, I'm like, the truck is like this. Like it's like slanted in the front. And I'm like, that's weird. And I can see then, like, because it's getting closer to it, I can see on the ground, there are scrapes going across. His wheel fell off, apparently went rolling along up to the curb, and he like scraped along the side until he pulled over. I was like, that's crazy. Oh, they gotten big already. So I came and checked on the caterpillars. Look how big they got already. You guys remember from yesterday? Cool, I'm so excited. I think the kids are gonna be really excited about it. I hope this class does really well with them, but we'll see. I clean up like areas as I'm working or as I'm talking. So today we have our progress monitoring test. So the students will work on that in the morning, but I'm gonna get my students on that get their free time today. I'll put them on, have them do their 10 minutes while everybody else works on the iPads. So what I've done is, I'm not sure if I talked about it before, but the kids always want free time, like just to play whatever, and it's like 10 minutes, like seriously. So I go with the schedule because they want to use the computers. Because the iPads don't do things like ABC Yaw like it does, but they make you pay for a lot of the games, so the kids don't really like that. So they want to use computers. So this way I have a set schedule of who comes on at what days. And so the kids kind of know, sort of, like one of my students today, which I'm going to talk to you about in just a second, always like knows that their next day when it's supposed to be, so they know that Friday is their day. So somebody asked me on my YouTube, on the comments on the YouTube, how the 2 for 10 thing was working. Today is the 10th day. And at first I was actually not sure how it was working. It didn't seem like it was doing much. But then I noticed this week that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the days progressively got better and better and better until Wednesday when the student had an amazing day. Thursday, yesterday, I did not get to speak with the student because we had art first thing in the morning, and I didn't even think about it, and it was just like I was getting attendance done, getting stuff set up and everything. The student had not a great day yesterday. We had a lot of issues happening and stuff, and I didn't even think about it at the time until I got home and I saw that comment, and I was like, oh, I wonder if it was because I did not talk to them. So, I mean, I did talk to them a little bit, but we didn't have the talk. Like, we didn't sit there and talk. So, I'm wondering if that could have been it. I don't know. I'm going to try it today. I'm going to talk to the student today, see how it goes, you know, and I'm just going to try to keep this up. I'm actually going to try to keep it up for quite a while longer because I don't think 10 days is going to be enough for this student. So, because I think they really do strive for they really push to get my attention is what they're doing. They're really wanting my attention. So today I'm going to try it. We're going to give them a little talk. And sometimes it's not even, we just talk about whatever. Like they're playing with the building block Lego things. And they're like, hey, look what I'm making. I'm doing this. And I'll just say like, oh yeah, tell me what this part is. And blah, blah, blah. And we'll just talk for like a couple minutes. And we're done. The same person asked how it was going, also said that, you know, a lot of their students might get jealous because of it. I actually have not had a student get jealous at all. They don't even know it's happening. Because I don't make it, it's not like a set, like, okay, here's our 2 minutes. No, it's just like, hey, blah, blah, blah. How was your day yesterday? You know, and we'll just talk. And that's it. That's all it is. Like, it's just a talk. That's what we're doing. So I do get a couple students that come over here, and then but I have a rule that they have to raise their hand from the desk, so I ignore them. And that's just the way it goes. And then they realize and they walk away. Or I might say to them, I'm sorry, it's their turn to talk right now. You need to raise your hand. And so I do listen to a couple other ones too. If they want to have something to tell me, I'm going to listen to them tell me. I'm doing attendance. I'm getting stuff going in the morning. Like, I can talk and do that at the same time. And I let them know sometimes if I'm like over here putting something away, I'm like, I'm listening, you know, just letting them know I am focused on you and I am going to be talking to you, but I may be putting something away for a second. I think that, I mean, like, yes, if you have a lot of students, it's going to be a hard thing for you to do, but if you don't even draw attention to it, how are they going to even know it's happening? I mean, okay, so I should take that back a little bit. Older students probably would catch on to it pretty quickly. I mean, they're going to be a little bit more inclined to realize that that student's got a little more attention. That's kind of my feeling on it. I've only done it for 10 days. This is only my 10th day doing it. And I didn't think about it, that the behavior was improving until that comment was made. And I was like, we didn't do it today. And that was, you know, obviously yesterday. We didn't do it today. And the student had a horrible day. Student's getting their 2 minutes today. And I don't know what we're going to talk about, but it's hard too because I have to find things for the student to talk about. And I really don't know some of the stuff they talk about. So I just have to find things that interest them. And so it's kind of hard, but it is nice because I get to know the student. So today we'll get back to our doing today. Today we'll have our testing. So we'll do our math test. Students will do Flashlight Friday. And they did earn their Fun Friday by like 1 point. So they'll have their Fun Friday this afternoon. We're finishing our butterfly unit, so today we're going to be making the paper chrysalis. It's from Robin Sellers. That's the chrysalis, and then that's the butterfly part. Today, that's what we're going to end our unit today, is with that. Hopefully get lots of other stuff done. We'll get math done, hopefully. I mean, I don't know what we have for math today, but I'll go look in the cabinet. I'm not going to go get everything out. Oh, no, we don't technically have a math today because we have the testing today. That's why we don't technically have a math today, but I might throw a little activity in just for fun. Maybe do a little secret number game or something, just for some fun stuff for them. But usually Fridays are pretty rushed anyway, so we may not always get it. So that's the way we go. And I'm going to try to get some Daily 5 in today because I did not get it in yesterday. But yesterday, the book that we worked on, that book I showed you guys with the butterfly book, that's like an old time one, took forever to do. It took so long. It took almost an hour. I really was not expecting it to be that long, but it took a long time. So, but the kids, they enjoyed it. I mean, I didn't have really like, you know, nobody griping, oh, we're doing another page, blah, 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 blah. No, they were like still engaged the whole time, cutting up their stuff. I think it's because they're coloring and cutting and all that stuff. So anyways, it's 7:20. I'm getting to my day. Alright, Friday is over. I'm getting ready to get out of here. Well, Friday's not over, but I'm over. I'm over Friday. But the funny thing is, we got another box of caterpillars sent to us again. So we're like, oh, awesome. We have 2 sets now. Great. But we ended up giving them, so I'll explain why we got another set. But we ended up delivering and giving them to 2nd grade so they can use them too, because I'm like, I'm not gonna do another, like, there's no point. We could do 2 sets, but I figured we'd just share the wealth and let another class do them. So we did give them to 2nd grade, so they're gonna be doing them now. But we got 2 because the first set, the FedEx guy, I guess that happened like 3 times. The FedEx guy tried to deliver, but he was new and not used to our area, and our school's kind of on the outskirts of town, so he couldn't find our school, and so he sent them back. Well, they tried to ship them again, And the same thing happened. So we called again, they sent out another set. But I guess they still had the other set and they finally figured out like where our school was. So they delivered one yesterday and they delivered another set today. So we have both sets. So we just got an extra set of caterpillars. So we did give them to second grade. It was kind of funny though. I don't know why I'm taking this off because I'm leaving. I actually got all my stuff set up and we're done and like I'm ready to get out of here. I even got my newsletter and everything done. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually just close out. Not close out. I'm gonna go ahead and leave. And I don't know what, today is actually really nice anniversary. So I don't know what we're entailing tonight, but I'm probably not gonna film a lot of it just because it is our anniversary. And so I don't know what we're doing because I haven't planned that part out yet. We haven't talked about it, but our like caterpillars have gotten so big. Look how big those guys are already. Some are moving, not moving very much. I'm gonna go pack up my stuff and get out of here. You guys can watch the caterpillars for a little bit. Good morning. It is Sunday and my allergies are acting up something crazy, but I think it's because yesterday I spent the day, Rudy was like doing bills and other stuff for like the publishing side of our business and everything. And I was in the spare bedroom cleaning it all out and trying to get stuff packed and moved out of like the closet area to see what we had in there. And it was really dusty, and it was just, and it's the one where the cats are in, so I had cat hair flying all around, you know, it's just, so I was okay yesterday, and then this morning when I woke up, I was just like, it was itching in between my ear, like in my throat area. It wasn't sore or anything, so I don't mean it's not sickness, but, but it was like really itching, and I was like, oh, this is really driving me crazy. And then like, I don't know, just like you can tell, like I was sneezing and like I was getting asthma, and so I was like, it's from yesterday. I already know that. And my voice is a little raspy sounding, but hopefully it'll go away. I didn't take an allergy pill just because I like to take those at nighttime. And I actually did not take one last night, and I should have, but I didn't, and I don't know why I didn't. I just didn't. So, but I did do the nasal spray this morning, and so that usually helps. And so that's helping some. So yesterday I just mostly did that. Oh, we also went to, okay, so my teacher BFF, Christy, that's in the room next door to me, her daughter does like theater type stuff and everything around here. So they had a play for, I can't remember what the name of the place is, but it's called CAP, I think, but I don't remember what it stands for. It's usually like they're young people that do it and everything. So it was really good. They did Julius Caesar and Macbeth. But they didn't do like the actual, like it wasn't like real, like, you know what I mean? Like it was, they were like jokey and funny, and they were like 30 minutes long. They were really funny, and they were really good. And it was funny because in the second one, which is the one that her daughter was in a lot more, like she was in the first one a little bit, but she was in the second one a lot more because she played Macbeth's wife. And, which I've never seen Macbeth, so I don't have no idea at all, like, what was even really, I've seen Julius Caesar, but I've never seen another one. But anyway, so so I was kind of like, it's funny, but I don't know. But I was like, the guy that played Macbeth, or the kid, whatever, teenager, I was like, he looks so familiar, and I couldn't figure out why. And then someone said something about, well, he was in Dr. Seuss, or Seussical the Musical. And I was like, that's what he was in. I saw that at the little way off Broadway show like a couple years ago. And so that's why I was like, I knew he looked familiar, but he was really funny. He was good. But they're all done by teenagers and stuff. And like one of the kids he was in Macbeth, but he did all like the blocking and everything, and the like not choreography, but like all the blocking and everything for the play and everything. So that was really cool too. So they do like different little parts and different things all in it. So it really helps them like get exposed to all that kind of stuff. So it's really neat. Anyway, so we went and watched that, and then we got home. We like basically did nothing. I was like in this mood. Okay, so I don't know if you've ever, like, if you guys have ever heard of this or whatever. There's this movie that's called Murder Ordained, and I think I've talked about it before. And it's based in Emporia, Kansas, which is where we're moving to. And it's based there, but it's from like the 1980s. And I guess this minister, I guess you would call him, this minister ends up having like an affair with one of his, like his secretary, and then he allegedly kills his wife, and then they like set up to have the secretary's like husband killed, and it's all true, like true story. They never been, like, they say that he did it, but he claims that he's innocent. She claims that they're both innocent. So it's like kind of like one of those things, like, but they didn't go to jail for it and everything, but they were convicted. But the movie's like super old. It has Kathy Bates, and it has John Goodman in it, and it has like a bunch of other people. I can't remember their names off the top of my head, but it's like super 1980s. You can find it on YouTube. It's where we watched it at. But I was just like in this mood. I'm like, I want to watch Murder Ordained. He was like, okay. So we just, it's like 3 hours long, but it's like, I don't know. We watched that because it's neat, because like you can see all the stuff, because it was filmed in Emporia. So it's really neat to see, because you can see all the old stuff that, you know, from back then. So it was just like one of those nostalgia things. I'm like, let's watch that, it'd be fun. So we watched that. And that was that. And we ordered pizza. We just like stayed in and watched that movie and everything. So it was nice. We need to start working on more of the house stuff, but at the same, like, because we really need to get it up for sale. And we also went to Hobby Lobby on Friday. We bought these fake plants, because we have these planters out in front of our house that we're gonna leave when we move, like if the house doesn't sell by then. So we stuck these fake like grasses inside of them. So hopefully that will get people to be like, look at the curb appeal on that house. I don't know, but that was about it. So then today I'm gonna do laundry. I'm gonna get this video edited. I need to work on a couple products or a couple things for teachers, a little bit of marketing stuff, and that's about it. I mean, I'm just gonna chill most of the time, so and just get things done, because work starts again this time. Only 6 more Mondays left. Anyway, so, but that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and close out. So I hope you liked what you saw. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on all of my social media that's listed down below. And until next time, please don't forget to always be you. Bye.